All right. So without further ado, I am here to introduce our lovely expert for tonight. She is the CEO of Sunny Legal Realty. She's been doing credit repairs for the past 20 years strong. Say 20 years strong.
20 years strong.
She is also the co-owner of Duverge Auto Group. Okay.
Yeah.
She is the co-founder also of Shared Living Shelters. She's a philanthropist. She is an author of Wine and Wealth, Volume 1 and 2. Get into it.
I have it.
Yes, honey. Yes, yes, and yes. See what happens? There you go. Bam!
I was reading it.
You were reading it very good.
Oh, very good. There you
See
go.
that? You see that, Sunshine? That's why
Right.
you had to be here.
Love it.
Thank you.
I love
Thank you,
it.
darling,
I
for
love
that.
it.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So she just dropped volume 2 just a few days ago in Amazon. So if you guys don't have the volume 2 yet, please go out and get it. And I have been reading volume 1 also. Thank you for that.
Yes.
She has those books out from her publication, which is Sunny Side Up Publications. Give it up for that, okay?
Thank you. Yeah.
Wow.
And she is a servant. She is a servant of the universe, okay? Give it
Yes,
up
I
one
am.
time for my partner, Miss
Thank you so
Sunshine.
much.
Wow.
Get into it.
Oh, first I want to say I'm humbled. Thank you so much for that that introduction.
Yeah,
Especially
breaking
to
it
me.
down, honey.
Yes, and kudos to you, and I'm grateful for you for doing this, and this is so important, especially during this time that a lot of us are scared and don't know about the finances and don't know what to do, and are stuck with what's the next move. And I'm just clearly grateful that you have me on. I don't want to waste any more time because we spent a couple of minutes trying to get on, but I wanted to talk to you guys about ways and tips for your corona virus resources dealing with your credit. So definitely, a lot of us are going through a lot of different things, so I don't know everyone's financial situation, but for folks that have been working and they were laid off, you definitely need to file for unemployment. That's first things first.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you were self-employed and you were getting a 1099, or you were being paid as your own a partner, like a K2 or a W2 or whatever it was that you was, a W4 rather, I'm sorry. It's important that you still file unemployment insurance immediately. I don't care if it's via online, because of course they can't speak to you on the phone. The lines are so crowded. It's turning up central. You can't even get through. Make sure you file that claim immediately. Now, do I know if you're going to get the money immediately? I don't know, but I do know several people who are in Human Resources Association in the state of New York. Their money is rolling in. So for unemployment insurance, you can find more information about that in your state's unemployment insurance program. And the federal government is currently allowing the states to amend your requirements around your unemployment benefits so that the people that are affected by COVID will be covered. So find out if you qualify and apply for them if you can. Homeowners, this is about housing.
Yes.
The mortgage lenders have already put things in motion to help you guys out. They are delaying your payments 120 days, and they are waiving all late fees.
That's what I'm talking about. That's great.
I am board certified with the Credit Consultants Association. So they are sending me rapid emails so that I can now voice it to you and make sure that you know. HUD approved housing counselors, you can email them, you can Google them, who is your HUD approved housing counselor in the state, and find out for your additional resources. The Consumer Federal Protection Bureau also detailed on how to handle this situation. So you can log on to www.C as in cat, F as in Frank, P as in Paul, B as in boy, and find out about those particular housing laws. If
What
you
is
have
it again? Sorry.
I'm sorry, C, I'm sorry, I'm talking fast, right?
Uh-huh.
C,
Good.
F,
Mm-hmm.
P, B. That's
Okay.
Charlie, Frank, Paul, Bobby. They have detailed information on how to handle this situation. So that's again for homeowners. Now for the renters, in many cities, the evictions, of course, you know, they are stopped. Um, Not every city in the United States has implemented that action, but the evictions have stopped in the state of New York. They're not in Philly.
Yes.
They're not.
Mhm.
Okay, so Connecticut has stopped. They're all stopping at this point. Florida, as you know, is a state of emergency right now, and they have stopped. Contact your landlord and let them know immediately. Hey, and it's not that you don't have the money. Here's the thing: we want to hold on to our capital right
Come
now.
on now. Yes.
We want to hold on
Okay.
to our capital, and Schneidine will go more into that because that's more her lane about what you need to be doing with your money. I'm just simply telling you, even if you have the money, hold it because we don't know what's happening at this point. You know, we're not getting definite answers.
Mhm.
Um, so with that being said, you just hold on to that. Schneidine will tell you whether or not you should invest it. She'll tell you whatever else that needs to go on in that department. Loans. I had a list that are well in the loan department, many institutions, you guys, up to in 20 days. Our client, he with Ally Financial up until July of 2020 to make his first payment. They rolled those 4 payments that were going to be due in the back of the booklet with no interest applied. No accrued interest, no extension fee, none of that was no paperwork was needed to be signed. All you simply have to say is, I'm affected by COVID-19. By saying you're affected by COVID-19, automatically it's them to telling you that they're going to push it. I spoke with the young
Can
lady
you
at
repeat
Ally
that for us
Financial.
again, please?
Sorry, I'm going to give you the person's name too because she was
No.
such a sweetheart. I spoke to someone
Okay.
directly at Ally Financial. So that's for that particular bank, but that's one of the top banks right now that is giving car loans, personal loans. If you owe Ally Financial or any banking institution, understand that the lenders are now extending up until 4 or 5 months. All you have to say is, I'm affected by COVID-19.
Yeah.
Automatically, once you say that, it triggers their
Yes.
whole entire conversation to be geared differently. Once
That's
you
right.
say that, they will tell you they can approve you up to 5. They'll look, what they'll do is they'll, look at your file,
Mhm.
see if you're late. If you're not late, whatever it is, they're giving you up to 4 or 5. Everyone is going to be qualified. All you have to say is the keyword, I am affected by COVID-19. Automatically, the conversation changes. So you let them know your situation. They're going to do that 4 or 5 months. I think it starts at 3 months, but you want to push for 4 or 5, okay, guys? Because we don't know what's happening at this point. And again,
Right.
we want to hold on to our capital.
Yes.
What you do need to explain to them is you don't know when you're going to make a payment. Please do not commit to making any payments. You don't know when you're going to make a payment. You don't know when this is going to, when things are going to get better. And they're going to then send you out something in the mail. Those
Okay.
payments go in the back, interest free. You will not have to pay for an extension fee, which is normally a percentage of what you owe.
Mhm.
That's waived, and the payments go on the back of the booklet, and you'll pick up with it once they tell you the extension is over. I did speak to Ally Financial directly and spoke to the loan department,
Mhm.
the loan officer in charge, and she explained to me that although they're giving you 4 or 5 months now, they'll revisit it back in June. And if we have the same situation going on, which please God, I hope we don't, they will extend
Right.
it for another 4 months.
Wow. That's amazing.
2 more things: student loans. The Department of Education suspended all your federal loans and they waived all the interest, at least for 60 days. Private student loans do not qualify, but you should contact your service provider to find out what your options are. Immediately, you have to understand private student loans do not apply.
Mhm.
Okay? Isn't that crazy? So I'm
It is.
telling you what to say. You
Right.
call them. How you doing? I'm affected by COVID-19.
Yes, I
Immediately,
love the verbiage. Thank you. That's what I
there
always
you go.
feed people, the lines you got to
That's it.
give. Yes.
That's it. Okay. And then you'll make, again, don't make any commitments. You tell them right now, I'm not even in the mind state to even talk about a payment plan. What I'm
Right.
telling you is that I'm affected by it, and I need you to understand that and code my account. It is very important that you get the time, the
Mhm.
name of the person and the department they represent, and put it on top on the notation so that you can
Yes.
staple it together. And if they do fight back or say that, because we don't know what's going to happen again once it comes
Right.
back to regular world, you want to make sure the documentation beats conversation, and that whoever you spoke to, the
Always.
time it happened,
Always. You got
have
to
it on the
document
top.
everything.
There you go. Food, lastly, food. So with food, there are no nationwide shortages, but people are going through pandemic, so they're going to the supermarkets. You will see that in the supermarkets, you are not allowed to take more than 2 of those essential items, such as
Girl, now
toothpaste.
now they brought it down to 1.
Oh,
In
wow.
Stanford, it's down to 1.
Yeah, they do one now.
It's 1 now. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Girl, yeah. I haven't seen toilet tissue, sunshine, in like weeks.
Trust,
So,
Let me
listen,
tell you something. You need to
so
do
I know the
somebody.
whole thing with toilet tissue. Okay, you finally found some. Okay. But I
What
had
you
I
have to
had my
I,
do is
family
I
members.
found some too.
I had some family
you have
members get me some from another store by their town, honey. I didn't have to drive all the way down to Long Island now.
to
Now,
look.
you
You have to
queen,
bring somebody
queen,
with you. My daughter, we went today. I made sure she go first, and then I went. That's how I did it.
There
God
you
forgive
oh,
me.
go.
you
Now.
smart
Okay,
cookie.
you gotta plan it out. Good.
Smart
Awesome.
cookie. Unfortunately, she's talking about a situation of where I was just so desperate, honey. Let me tell you something. I didn't have any toilet paper.